The debt ceiling is a limit set by Congress on the amount of money the federal government may borrow. This concept was first introduced in 1917, during World War I, to help the Treasury manage federal finances without needing separate legislative approval for each new debt issuance. The idea was to streamline the borrowing process while retaining legislative oversight. Since then, the debt ceiling has been raised numerous times to accommodate the growing needs of federal spending. The debt ceiling debate is not a new phenomenon. It has been a recurring issue in American politics. Historically, Congress has raised the ceiling to prevent default on existing obligations. The debt ceiling acts as a cap on the amount of money the government is allowed to borrow to cover expenses, including Social Security benefits, military salaries, and interest on the national debt. When the ceiling is reached, the government must either increase the limit or face the risk of default. In 2023, the debate over raising the debt ceiling became particularly contentious. President Biden and House Speaker Kevin McCarthy were at odds over how to address the issue. The primary contention lay between increasing the debt ceiling and implementing fiscal reforms. McCarthy and the Republicans sought to raise the ceiling but with conditions attached, primarily aimed at reducing government spending and cutting various social programs. McCarthy's position reflected broader Republican concerns about fiscal responsibility and government spending. The proposed conditions included substantial cuts to healthcare programs, education funding, and climate change initiatives. Additionally, there were proposals to reduce taxes for wealthy individuals and corporations, which many Democrats and critics argued would disproportionately benefit the wealthy and exacerbate income inequality. In contrast, the Biden administration and many Democrats advocated for raising the debt ceiling without severe spending cuts. They emphasized the importance of maintaining social safety nets and public services. They argued that slashing these programs would harm vulnerable populations, including low-income families, seniors, and the disabled. The decision to abruptly return from international engagements underscores the gravity of the situation. The U.S. debt ceiling debates are more than just a domestic issue. They have international ramifications. The U.S. economy is the largest in the world, and decisions about its fiscal policy can ripple through global markets. A potential default could undermine confidence in U.S. financial stability, impact global stock markets, and affect international trade relations. The United States is currently over $31 trillion in debt. This figure includes various forms of borrowing, such as treasury bonds, notes, and bills held by domestic and foreign entities. Domestic holders include institutions like Social Security and Medicare trust funds, which invest surplus funds in government securities. Foreign holders include countries like China, Japan, and the United Kingdom. The U.S. Treasury issues debt to finance government activities when revenue from taxes and other sources falls short.